So the name's Agame, and if you ain't awake, you dumb as fuck, cause with a name like Game, every stage expect to level up. What is poppin', YouTube? It's your boy Agame365, back at it again with another episode of Agame Reviews, breaking down the best in battle rap, by a battle rapper, for the battle rappers. Now today, don't let this title fool you, Right Winger Loses Rap Battle. So fucking corny. I'm sorry. Look, it's Benny Loke versus Jack from Killshot 3 Univervasl Battle Realm. I actually just battled for them a couple of weeks ago. Shout out to Benny Loke. Shout out to Robert a Bop, Curtis Doe, etc. Phenomenal fucking event. Next event, in 2 weeks, I will be in San Antonio, Texas, battling PLP on Loudmouth. I believe it's their 13th or 14th anniversary card. Really had a fun time out there last time I battled Shaggy Montoya. Super excited to go back to Texas. I'll leave pay-per-view details in the description. Go cop a pay-per-view. Support your boy. But today, we're here to finally, after multiple technical difficulties, break down Benny Loke versus Jack. So no basic reaction. We don't really do that shit here. We really pick winners round by round. Now that being said, let's get into this shit.
Some motherfucking freakers.
Yo! My name is
Stay hydrated.
The Bum Fights. This is What's Up Univervasl Battle. Killshot 3, motherfuckers. Let's go! Yeah! We got some co-hosts with us tonight. To my left, we got Pretty Boy Detail and Champion Empire detailing the whole game. You know what it is. Make some noise.
Let's go.
To my right, we got
Robert the motherfucking Bop. Let's go. Kill shot.
back here, battlers. To my left,
It's Jack, hashtag with a Q, Hippie Jesus, Society, Regular, CRS, UBR. Yeah! Thanks for having me back, guys.
Maybe I'm tripping, but Jack in this battle straight up kind of looked like if Dr. Robotnik from Sonic the Hedgehog movie had hair. That's fucking funny. Also, shout out, not sponsored by the way, but Monster Energy, fucking livelihood for past 9-10 years of my life almost. If Monster sponsored, I would fucking die. God, I love Monster Energy.
to my right,
Knock knock.
who's there?
Jack.
Jack.
Exactly. So
I mean, that's kind of funny, the whole, knock knock Jack, who, my opponent, who, exactly, nobody ever heard of him. So that's a funny way to kick off a round. Seems like, top of the first is gonna be on Benny Loke, so, let's see what we in for.
so which Jack is we getting? The clean cut married teacher one? The dirty, dressed up, drunk, looking like a tweaker one? Is it gonna be viral Jack, Jack 10K, Hippie Jesus? Did you make up a more recent one? Dog, I don't know if it's because you ain't been checked, or maybe it is the drugs, or cuz been playing Jack so long, Edward forgot who the fuck he really was. I've seen Jack. Woo.
I like the angle that he's taking with, there's been so many iterations of Jack. We have 10K Hippie Jesus, Viral Jack, Hashtag Jack, etc., etc. The whole, who you really are has kind of been dependent and put into the back corners of the mind for Jack to kind of thrive. I like the angle so far. It's kind of an interesting way to paint it.
The little dweeb that Ed made up to cope with the embarrassment, trying to have the fat kid grow up like that, bring up his struggles and comparisons. See, Ed was a CPS case, DCS place with Grammy and Pop Pop. The shit was pretty sweet. But Jack was chefing rock and popping shots. He was really in the streets. Edward was a camp counselor. The kiddos called him Mr. Ed, of course. But Jack just got a big ass mouth and can't stop putting his dick in course. Now, see,
I see what he's going for, kind of painting the difference between Ed, which I'm assuming is Jack's first name of some sort, or his first legal name, or a name he goes by or some shit. Ed, the human, and Jack, the battle rapper, and kind of painting the difference of, you don't really live that life, you're not really about that narrative. Which to me, I've always had such a slippery slope with that type of an approach, especially being somebody who hears it a lot. I've always dealt with struggles of like how to verify that angle. If it's creative, it can hit like a fucking bomb. It can hit like a fucking nuke. If it's creative and it like a different way of displaying it, but if it's kind of surface level, it just feels like it falls on its face. To me personally, and maybe that's a recency bias because a lot of opponents do that to me, but in my personal opinion, it just feels overplayed.
Lil Eddie was a band major on the drum line. Jack put a drum on his... I see how you came up with them lines.
Now that was nice. Where Eddie was like a band geek drum line, you put a drum on a... Oh, wait, now I see how you got inspired for those lines. Where it's like, oh, I see what you're trying to flip now. That's actually a solid little punch there from Benny.
If Jack say he was toting switches and carrying blocks, it's because EJ had a stick on Ronald McDonald charity blocks. Did you forget? Did you forget EJ was in high school, getting bullied and harassed? Jack says all kind of hateful shit and just disguised it as rap. EJ was getting called weird. Jack deflects and starts projecting. Even tried growing out a beard to avoid seeing Ed in his reflection. Eddie...
I mean, again, I understand the whole narrative, the whole talk to him round, but it does just... It feels kind of surface level, to me personally. It feels very, like, bland. I don't want to say bland, because these angles are very effective. But like I said, I would like to see a little bit more creativity with an angle like this. A little bit more of a uniqueness to the line. It just feels like he's just kind of talking to him like, yeah, you're two different people. I assume a lot of us are different people to at least some extent outside of battle rap. Maybe I have the wrong interpretation of the sport, but shit, I'm a little bit different from... excuse me, I'm a little bit different from Agame, so, I mean, I hope a lot of people have that same narrative, but I don't know. Feels surface level to me.
He was at home, watching his mom get mopped up. The crying didn't help, and then Jack picks on rappers like Fox because they remind him of himself. You're not unstoppable. You're not unbreakable. Now that I'm here, don't tell me that we just playing. I know it all. Down to your half-siblings, your mother's maiden, and where the bitch be staying. You're not unreachable. I know the street you on. Pulling up not even the hard part. Because when I go to war, I really do my homework, like Nardwar. You don't give
Now that's fire. Nardwar, for those of you who don't know, like the human subservient or something like that, the guy who really does the in-depth interviews, like the Canadian, I think he's from British Columbia, Canadian guy who's like, well, you're Travis Scott, we have to know your first grade teacher's last name. Like, that's insane. Yeah, that's a real good punch there. That's the first kind of one that I feel like has been like a really solid punch.
You don't give brave. You don't give tough. Vagina is what you look like, scrap. What kind of man gets dumped, sees Charles Manson, they want to look like that? Put your names...
He actually does kind of look like Charles Manson. A tiny bit. Just a tiny bit like Charles Manson. But he kind of does look like Charles Manson, so that's funny.
But your name's Jack, right? Versus royalty, you was a fucking fiend. Against Spot said he was really serving. Jack changes to fit the crowd, damn near every round. He's a different person. You ain't complex. Just got a complex. Ego tripping with a triple meaning. I beat the absolute fuck out of you. How is that for simple English? Jack...
I mean, I like the setups before where it's like the whole, against royalty, you portrayed like a drug fiend, but against the Spot, you act like you was really serving. The rounds have different narratives. You act like a different person. See, that's the creativity I wish I would have seen from the rest of the round. But I feel like the rest of the punch after that, I either could not hear or fell flat. Because Benny does not really have good enunciation in this battle, or maybe his mic just isn't tuned or something. I just can't fucking hear a lot of what he's been saying. I can hear a decent amount, like, for the most part, but, like, that little bit there with the whole actually beat the fuck out of you. How's that for simple English? I cannot really hear that part super well, so we'll see if that problem persists.
Jack! Oh! Jack, give me bubble gum. Cotton candy, cotton salt, fucking twat. I could spend all day calling you pussy. I'm gonna tell you what the fuck you're not. You're not doubting, you're not threatening. Because outfits say press me. Don't nothing. Not valid, not threatening, cuz outfit say presence. Don't nothing scream corn cob like a white boy trying to be edgy. Y'all ain't peeped it? Before the battles, he's gotta take a moment and breathe in. That's literally Edward becoming Jack and letting the character sink in. Bro, finish. Bro, finish. Let someone jump in your battle, get thrown with him. Bring up on viral, Jack. You spit a sick one and it made it your whole image. We not clout chasing for shit. I'm getting really tired of your dumb ass. Pussy, you did not get it out the mud. You were with white boys taking mud baths.
Again, you see the little flashes of creativity, like, you did not really get it out the mud, you were just with the white kids taking mud baths. Like, those little flashes, I wish were the entirety of the angle, but it feels like he has so many little filler pockets in between, it just doesn't, to me personally, hit as efficiently.
You picking now. Most of your career, he took whatever place they would hand him. I looked at your resume. You battle randoms, not random. So I don't give a fuck.
Now that's fire. I looked through your resumes, you only battle randoms, not random. Like the UBR legend Random. Shout out to Random Bros, fire as fuck. That's a good little punch there from Ben. That's fire.
If you was licking up on Lisa or posted on Central huffing whippets when... I don't give a fuck if you were licking up after Lisa or posted up on Central huffing whippets. When I am the franchise expansion, you could never be more UBR with it. I damn near died in that crash. And some little Utah goofies mad I fumbled on some shit. I spent months struggling to walk and went straight to running the event.
I like that. I literally had a couple months struggling how to walk, and then I immediately jumped back into running the events, especially since Benny Loke's taken over a lot of the UBR Arizona scene so far. That's fire.
Cuz ain't did shit. So when Cuz ain't did shit, but show up drunk and rap, you don't get to talk about passion to me. When it was painful to even stand, I was the one standing for the lead. What? You confused respected for familiar and still don't get what the difference is, Jack. The only thing you've ever done for us is be an active participant. Only you want to win this battle. The loss might actually kill his buzz, so good job on viral, Jack. Really couldn't give a fuck. Right?
It's solid first round from Benny Loke. Very solid, but I also just feel like there was a lot of pockets that could have been a little bit better. Honestly, like, I wish the angle was a little bit more unique. The way he crafted the angle was a little bit better structured. It's a solid angle, even though I've heard it a million times, so it falls a little flat to me, but I understand why the angle is repetitively used and will continue to be used in battle rap moving forward. I just wish there was a little bit more creativity implemented other than just trying to state the blatant obviouses. And just being like, oh yeah, this is a complete I wish there was just a little bit more creativity behind it. Also, I wish there were moments where he kind of spoke up a little bit more, because he just raps a little quiet sometimes. But overall, solid first round from Benny Loke. Bottom of the first, it is on Jack.
I said UBR!
Yo!
Fuck this man one mini me. Who are you to belittle me? The little me? See how you talking, you sounded like a snitch to me. So what you figure, B? You gonna make up all these tall tales and still come up short? Literally. Why are you mad all the time?
I mean, pick up all of these tall tales, but still come up short, literally. Maybe that's a literature joke, because, like, most tall tales aren't, like, super big I could be wrong on that. I have not read a book in a while. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's been a minute. But maybe, like, I feel like that's the intention. But the little me jokes are kind of bland as well, because I get it. Benny Loke's short. I get it. Jack is white or white passing. I don't fucking know anymore. I get it, though.
Are you not happy with life? Dead homies, don't act as if I haven't had any die. Fuck your survivor's guilt, just be glad you're alive. All these exaggerative lies that you crafted to talk about why. All these exaggerative lies you crafted about how I am.
Damn. Get it back, Jack. Come on. Get back.
That is why. That is why.
You want punch, huh?
Nope. Well, these exaggerative lies you have about me is why I'm about to walk through a manual without a strategy guide. So before you get
Kind of surface level with the whole walkthrough manual without a strategy guide, but you know, slick punch, I like it.
mad and jump to conclusions, I need you to take a step back. Out here talking like a donkey of the day. Dead ass. Oh, you're gonna call me what? Nah, a racist? Oh, I won't accept that. Especially when the boss is head staff and y'all nominated a president of everything forever in a red hat.
I don't know if that's a reference to Arizona. Did Arizona choose Trump for the presidency? I don't fucking know. I mean, I understand the whole, like, oh, you're gonna call a white guy a racist when DeVos, who is, I think, white, I'm assuming. Please don't kill me if I'm incorrect on this, I don't fucking know. But, like, the whole narrative of it, I understand the point. Like, I understand why Jack is taking this approach of, you can't call me racist when a white guy's running the league. And when Arizona voted Trump, you can't... It's a harsh overgeneralization, though, so it still feels like it kind of falls flat, honestly.
License says he's 5'5". You be telling women he's 5'6". Writing like a kid, throwing all kinds of fits. Benny rapid with these temper tantrums. Bro, wipe your lip. You got more bark than bite, always whining like a bitch, saying it's not about the size of the fight and the dog. Tell that to Michael Vick.
I mean, I understand the point of what he's going for, because Michael Vick was like a dog fighter or had a dog fighting ring of some sorts. I understand the purpose of what he's going for, but I just don't feel like it's structured well. Also, fucking beautiful freeze frame on Betty with the thumbs down.
Travel back in time a second. UBR 10 last year, the night was epic. But after you versus Lou, it got kinda hectic. Bulldog, Pitbull, out of nowhere, dog got wild aggressive, ready to crash out on sight like cybernetics. He was like, hold me back, then started holding back in the final seconds, worked up with fire in his eyes like pyrotechnics, when his body froze up like cryogenics. You won't criticize my ethics, try to question my perspective, but I'm a skeptic of disbelief that you think I am threatened by your presence.
Again, I see what he's going for, and I see the narrative he's trying to run with. It all just feels like filler. Like wallpaper. There's not really anything he's saying here. It just kind of feels like the whole, yeah, you got aggressive, that kind of basic rhyme scheme of plyometric, cryogenics, pyrotechnic, kind of basic surface level multi. Not really saying much with it either.
Consensus, you just like attention. Tay-Rock versus Pat Stay. We all saw you almost fight with Legend, so you ain't gonna do shit with me when you ain't fight against him.
Now that angle I like, especially if it's legitimate, because Benny Loke almost fighting with Lou Castro, the same as Tay-Rock versus Pat Stay. We saw you almost fight with Legend. Or maybe there was someone who was an Arizona Legend he almost got into a scrap with. I don't know the full story. I've heard bits and pieces here and there from people who were at the event and shit. I never really heard the full side of the story. So, but I do like the way he's kind of crafting it. Like, that's a slick little Tay-Rock Pat Stay. You almost fought with Legend, so why should I even be intimidated by your presence if you're not even the type to fight for something or something like that? That's cool.
When you ain't fight against him. See, you ain't making moves in a trap. Your mind is just trapped in it. Posterizing your survivor's guilt, writing gang culture fan fiction. Saying his road's been rags to riches, more like tattered silk and patched linens. I will take whatever cloth you are cut from and wipe my ass with it.
That's disrespectful. I will take whatever cloth you think you're cut from and wipe my ass with it. That's funny and disrespectful as fuck, because Benny Loke seems to talk a lot about, like, gang culture or homies who passed or his accident. Just seems like a common ground for his discussion.
Let's recap with it. See, with Smooth, you broke ties. R.I.P. Boone, you don't slide. Legend, you almost fight. But even Fox, oh my. You wanted to scrap with Fox, and I don't know Why? For pride? That's gay. You have no right. How you live in the same hometown as him and don't try. Go to a bed.
I like the whole, wait, for pride, that's gay, no rights, because gay rights, gay pride, kind of a struggle thing. That was kind of cool, I guess.
He attended and do nothing both times. I know short jokes never get old, right?
They do,
So
I
I'm
think.
gonna do short jokes this whole time. Quit bitching, Benny. Don't cry. If you're tired of everyone mentioning your height, quit calling out the little guys and pick on someone your own size. Height 2. You're always talking about it's not about the size of the dog in a fight, it's about the size of the fight. The dog, you're like 5'2". You were always too high, going from 0 to 100 at the drop of a dime. You got this short temper because you've never been tall in your life. So go ahead.
That's funny. You have this short temper because you've never been tall in your life. That's funny, I guess.
Say your slogan, call it a night, but I don't need to check you to put your heart on the line. I seen dog tuck his tail multiple times, so I don't think there's fighting the dog because we never seen dog in a fight.
That was nice. Tuck your tail, go ahead, run and hide, because I don't need to worry about the fight in a dog if I've actually never seen dog in a fight. That was fire. That's a good punch there. There's been a couple, but like that choke he had earlier in the first, I don't know. It kind of makes it pretty clear in my opinion.
Alright.
Oh, shit. So, solid round from Jack, but of course, he had that choke. So, in my personal opinion, round 1 goes to Benny Loke, top of the second.
Alright. I've been waiting for this.
Y'all know what a Jack and tequila got in common?
What?
They both be fucking up white women. So, you grew up with abusive alcoholics. You spend a lifetime trying to fix that. I'd say he learned from their mistake, but in this case, Bud ain't fall too far off from the 6-pack. Remember?
I like that flip. Instead of an apple falling too far from the tree, this Bud hasn't fallen too far from a 6-pack because of alcoholistic parents. That's a funny flip there from Benny. I like that.
Do y'all remember Jack vs. Benji, the cougar hunter quote? He and Lisa fucked. Then Versler let it slip how it really went. Turns out he's a cuck. But in private, claims he passed out, flat out denying that it happened. So all I've learned is you like blacking out and lying while you rapping. I'm glad you brought up UBRX, because I got a story about a drunk bitch. Allow me to paint the scene. We all went back to have an after party at Magic's B&B. And it was Jack's girl in the kitchen, 14 shots deep. And this weirdo just left her. When a fat bitch kicked the back door open holding Jack's for her like her man needs to come get her. We was laughing at you and that bitch. They were...
I understand this is character assassination, but I would argue this is something I'd like to call in-building character assassination. Like, this is gonna hit great for the 10 or 15 people in building who were at the after party for UBRX and saw the whole thing go down. But for the modern consumer, it feels kind of like just airing out dirty laundry for the sheer sake of airing out dirty laundry. I could be wrong, though.
Having a rough night. By the way, it's nice to finally see you standing up, right? Yo! Because...
That's crazy. That's insane. Literally pointed at his girl saying, hey, it's good to see you finally standing upright after talking about 14 shots deep and her being wasted. Holy fucking shit. I get it. UBR is the most disrespectful league, so it makes sense angles like these are commonplace to appear here. But, fuck.
Magic tossed her. Magic tossed her into my car because you couldn't carry her. And then I had to help you get her to the room. The shit was hilarious. The more I thought about it, it got a little embarrassing because all of that starts to reflect on your character. My baby mama had a problem drinking. She didn't get no options. I told her sip and done. I had my bitch tighten up because in public, she's a reflection of the kind of shit I run. EJ, I think your scab owes me dome for driving you both home, bitch. I don't respect a man who can't hold his own liquor or hold his own bitch. Speaking of...
I mean, that is kind of facts. Like, the man who can't hold his own liquor or can't hold his own bitch. That is kind of facts, but also, like, I don't know. I understand the whole, like, if you're, like, your traditional relationship speaking, the man, traditionally speaking, is the one who kind of has the spearhead of the representation of the relationship. Traditionally speaking, of course. Where it's like, oh yeah, my girl's an alcoholic, can't hold her liquor, gets into fights religiously. It's a bad reflection on me because it makes me seem like, which I don't understand. I mean, just because you're in a relationship, you're still two individual people at the end of the day, so her faults are her faults prospectively, and there's only so much you can do as a person. Maybe I'm viewing this wrong, I don't fucking know. It's been a long-ass time since I've even been close to that side of a relationship thing, but, like, to me, I still feel like it's individualism, so I understand the attack he's going for, but it does also feel very old-school traditionalist, where it's like, if your woman isn't under your control, then you're a bitch. Like, I don't know if I can rock with that personally.
Speaking of, you probably told her you carried her up yourself. You do look easy and go too. Surprised that she fucking with you, because a real bitch wouldn't. On drama, my baby mama tougher than you. You pussy. You give me pussy vibes. You look pussy. I can tell you pussy. A frail little pussy. Rooftop got a little hole to push, but I know how to sell some pussy. You was
I don't catch that one, honestly.
A camp counselor / teacher. So when I say bitch made, I am speaking to you, because you chose being a drunk wannabe rapper instead of teaching the youth. He be in battles, bringing up relatives, trying to agitate. You got a bitch trait, being petty. Take the Drake angle, say the same shit a bitch say. I don't need it.
It feels like a pot calling the kettle black moment, where it's like, you're the type to bring up relatives and petty drama, where Benny is strictly bringing up petty drama from a party that's occurred. Maybe I'm reaching, but it feels like a very ironic moment to me.
Say, I don't need to say your ex name. She taught me two things that's irrefutably true. She would rather pretend you don't exist than ever have a child or a future with you. You are a fucking joke. This new bitch you got look like she's dying for one of us to stroke her. What you look like is AI gave us something drunk and mediocre. You want to get mad? Rap about it. Go ahead, rebuttal a dick. Cause you lost your wife and your job because you are an alcoholic piece of shit. You fucking joke pussy, broke pussy, type to lie about some old pussy. News, fuck what I was saying earlier. This ain't the way you promote pussy. You apologetic as fuck.
Another one about the whole pussy scheme I don't catch, sorry, like, maybe there are local event references, but I'm just not catching them.
Don't do none, and I can tell that you don't got a slight hustle. Ain't built like that, because from the back, you and your gas look like a Diet Coke. Oh my God. Don't one of us believe that you'd extend an arm. So do what you best at, bitch. Go tend a bar. You thought I couldn't do what with you, Edward? Are you fucking kidding me? My baby mom couldn't even have a daughter in a drop of bitch in me. You focused on the
surface level, but cool. My baby mama couldn't have a daughter. I don't even have a drop of bitch in me. I understand what he's going for, but it feels surface level. Slick punch, though.
You focused on the wrong shit. Who the fuck is he scaring with his fake-ass AK squeezing? Bitch, you are a short bus rider that needs therapy and AA meetings. Loser, you ain't take no jail risks. You have never loaded a 12. You need the 12 steps. Get some act right. Real advice. What you need is a pamphlet. Get some act right. Real advice. Get the pamphlet. And what you need is the 12 steps. Get some act right. My advice is this can go from disease to deceased like a spell check. My party days are behind me, kiddo. I'm getting...
Can go from deceased to deceased like a spell check. Sorry for the little glitch in the camera there. I don't know what the fuck happened. Or maybe I just saw it because it looked like it froze for a second. Disease to deceased because they sound similar with like a spell check. That's fine.
With biz, so good job going viral, Jack. Do you want to impress me? Get sober, you goofy mark-ass bitch.
There was a little stumble there in the second from Benny, but solid I mean, I don't know. I understand the objective of the character assassination route. Like, trust me, I do it a lot. I understand the objective of character assassination. It just feels like this is much more geared for the people in building than the people on camera. Where, like, it's also kind of hearsay-y, where it's like, oh yeah, I totally saw. Well, yeah, it makes sense. It makes you look better in this battle. It's like the whole Kendrick Lamar, Drake Predator shit. Do I believe it? Not realistically. Do I think it sold the battle? 1,000%. Different narrative. And of course, Kendrick Lamar won. Fuck Drake. Fuck OVO. Fuck the people. Fuck your stupid ass lawsuit. I'm getting out off topic. Bottom of the second.
I said, what did you know?
Go, Jack!
Battling another cookie cutter pharmaceutical troll. Let me guess. You're gonna tell me how you used to cook and move dope and you push it too, bro? Look at you go. Did you guys know Benny sold drugs? No shit. Taking so many trips out of town, he knows where the radio cuts off. I thought that was some dope shit. But then I thought about it, more like you are retarded, because that was not a bar, bitch. You went on some road trips. But when it...
That's funny. It's not a real bar, bitch. You just went on some road trips because the radio cutout thing. I do kind of like that flip, so that is a little funny.
When it comes to the dope he's peddling, no comparison. So much heroin. Brown like Chavez. I'm told it's Mexican, but the coke's so white, it was born American. Isn't the point of selling drugs so you can get to a point where you're not selling drugs?
And thus, the cycle repeats. No, I'm playing. I mean, the Coke So White schemes just feel so generic. That shit was so, like, 2022? 2023? I feel like we've moved past those bars a lot. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just feels like it.
I guess that's just what Benny loves. He'll be like, where I'm from? I sold a lot of drugs. So many drugs? Ask me how many drugs. It was like a parking structure. A lot of drugs. Man, shut up. I don't care about the drug bars that you wrote. I will make fun of you for selling drugs, start cracking jokes. Battle rap's first real trapper. Really crack the mold. Take your shots, but I don't want to hear any lines about Jack and Coke. Always bringing up your past.
Go ahead, take your shots. I don't want to hear any lines about Jack and Coke. That's fire. Also, the whole, the line before that was pretty slick as well.
Take your shots, but I don't want to hear any lines about Jack and Coke. Always bringing up your past gets old. I can tell high school was your peak, bro. Your Uncle Rico trying to recapture those glory days, being out in the field for the camera rolls, telling us about this.
That's fire. The Uncle Rico old out in the field for the camera rolls, because Napoleon Dynamite, the character Uncle Rico, he'd try to go throw the football over the mountain, old-fashioned for the camera rolls. That was slick.
Capture those glory days, being out in the field for the camera rolls, telling us about the stakes you were up against, raising a llama, serving Tino without a casserole. Your failures or my successes. What are you more mad at, bro? Perhaps it's both. Perhaps it's both. Your pride is why you are so short-sighted. This Napoleon complex is why you haven't grown.
I like the way he flipped the whole Napoleon Dynamite, Tina, casserole, but the whole, like, Napoleon complex, him acting double of Napoleon, like the character Uncle Rico from Napoleon, and of course the Napoleon complex from Napoleon Bonaparte, excuse me, fuck. Like, the whole, like, being short means you gotta conquer the world shit. So maybe that Napoleon complex is the reason why you haven't grown. I like that flip, that's nice.
This Napoleon complex is why you haven't grown. This Napoleon complex is why you haven't grown. You're right. Short as shit. Yeah, bro, my license say 5'5". But you lie about it and say you're 5'6". Are you gonna rap or are you? Are you gonna shut up so I can rap? Yeah. Shut up. This Napoleon complex is why you haven't grown. Time.
2-0, Benny Loke. Fuck, man. I wish we would have got a better prep Jack. And I'll kind of explain the context why I say that at the end of the breakdown. Because it's already 2-0 Benny Loke, so It's gonna be a win regardless. Can Benny Low catch the 30 or can Jack take the third round? Bottom or top of the third, excuse me, fuck. Son Benny Loke.
You say some of the most dumbass shit. There's no punchline to this. I'm just reminding him. You say dumbass shit, for instance. Put a clip in a gauge. Eddie, how would that work? Do you got a 12 that shoots 9s? You have to swap out the barrels first. Then you told Stretch the technical thing. Is that some kind of shit I ain't never heard of? At least I believe Mini Crippen was gonna slide on Rex when he had Pop to get the burner, but y'all just as guilty because you keep giving them props for bringing y'all some garbage. You were proud of you're in over your head, Jack. You are retarded. I even peeped them reusing schemes. Same shit, just switch the setup, assuming that we all stupid or you extra clever. Okay, I get it. Obituary is the most for getting your name pushed by bad news. No peace up for this hippie trying to post a threat cleaning rap crews. You from the land and fake as fuck, but I don't think we gonna respect that. Them little battle clicks ain't gonna save this bitch from getting pressed flat. You ain't tight, Wild. You tight.
It feels kind of surface level schemy so far, nothing super crazy.
Pipe down. If it wasn't for the fact that Stretch kicked your ass, you'd be repping Mike Masters right now. I think...
If it wasn't for the fact that Stretch kicked your ass, you'd probably be repping Mike Masters right now, is fucking crazy work. I haven't seen that battle. Maybe I'll break that down for a future battle. Hint, I am totally breaking that down for a future battle. After I get through some of the recommendations, the next few weeks is going to be recommendations. Next, I'll explain that at the end as well.
I think Hippie Jesus tried to sit at my table and forgot to display him. He'd be writing in a dark room to techno just to get on stage and say faggot. Cause you are a fake weak bitch pushing buttons with your hate speech. He had a Trayvon and a Nipsey bar, and you don't see why I hate geeks. Royalty tried telling you, it is Jock, not Jacquez, but you argued, it is. Jock, what's up? It is Jock, not Jacquez. You argued, wouldn't let that stand, but we all know a little white bitch who don't like taking correction from no black man. Speaking of... Talk that shit.
I think they're talking about, because I feel like I heard the name Jacques Cousteau. Wasn't that a French, a nature camera documentarist of some sort, documentary director? Jacques Cousteau instead of Jacques, like he's trying to argue. I know it's spelled like Jacques, but I think it is just Jacques. Could be wrong though. I don't speak French.
Speaking of, hey Jack, how many battles was you sneaking saying niggas, cuz? You know we always find a way. You was saying realist niggas, skinny niggas. Like we didn't know what you was really trying to say. Goofy bigot, my business is to turn this to a lesson for you. Since you like talking down on those who've been through it, like they lessoning you. A Jack quote, you look like every common criminal walking incarceration. Knowingly wrote it against a black opponent and prefaced it with, might come off as racist, disrespectful. You a fucking guest that think you special with distasteful gimmicks. Take advantage of a culture that accepts you more than you accept the people in it. Put it on.
Again, crazy flip. Totally understand why, because it's something that happens a lot in battle rap, but it feels kind of, it's tough. I haven't seen that battle where Jack said that, but if he did say that in a battle, insanely fucked up. Insanely fucked up.
On your mama. Put it on your mama that you ain't taking ancestry tests just to prove that you part native. Called me up, excited as fuck, saying I can say whatever I want to phrase now. It's not racist. Real fuck.
I don't know. Jack's just kind of smiling, so I don't know if it's legitimate or not, because if that is, holy fucking shit.
It ain't racist. Fuck these John Smiths. I can say whatever I want to phrase now. It's not racist. We ain't gonna skip past the fact that you a right-wing shitbag, cringy, repping loud about threats, calling himself hippie Jesus. Please spare me another white boy with a God complex. You know what your problem is? You know what your problem is?
Arguably, I think this is Benny's best round of the battle. Arguably, I think this third so far has been his best fucking round. He's actually had some pretty good punches in here, a lot of better angles. I feel like the way he's approaching the race concept that he tried to approach in the first actually angled a lot more clearly in this third. without a doubt, I do think this is my favorite round of the battle so far. I think this is his best performed round.
I can tell you all of this. You know what your problem is? I could tell him all of this, and it don't mean he gonna take one. My theory is he thinks freedom of speech means you don't gotta pay for it. A fucking fiend. Surviving on only fuel his means, only real with his tax money. Where I'm from, we spot him young. You are not a crash out. You are a crash dummy.
I mean, yeah, we all get freedom of speech. That's fair, but like, there are ramifications. Sometimes, like the whole the Charlie Kirk situation, people were getting fired for making jokes about that. That took me a minute to realize. I'm like, well, it goes both ways. It's weird societal balancing. Of course, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Does not necessarily mean you're not going to get charged or find punishment that is suitable for the offense, dependent on the circumstances of where you're in. So yeah, it makes sense. Like, it's tough, man. I see what he's going for, but like, it is definitely tough.
I ain't like this kid. The kind of life I live came with all kind of risks. We came with all kind of risks. Reflect on career days where all we could do was eyeball work like optometrists. So Jack.
Reflect on career days where all we could do was eyeball work like optometrists. That's a slick punch there. I like that, Benny. That's fire.
So Jack, I don't want to hear shit about you flipping packs or being posted in Trap City. I will beat the fake bitch out of you until you physically act different. You do not amuse me. Talking about drugs and slang that you ain't never did. Think struggle bars all Britons then. Think it's cool to use the shit. No. Whoever let you do this shit should have told him to think again. But you apologize, so I know you know better than to say it outside this little safe space you think you in. He's staring at his glass half empty, just wishing he could be us. I ever notice that my glass half empty? It's just time for me to re-up. Whoever.
I mean, that's an interesting punch to take. If the glass is half empty, it's him pretending to be us, but if my glass was half empty, it was time for me to hit the re-up. I mean, it's a cool ideology flip, so that's like, I guess.
Whoever coddled you should have beat your ass and showed you the tough love. Bitch, if your daddy was a better man, I would not be fixing his fuck-ups.
God. If your father was a better man, I wouldn't be fixing his fuck-ups. It is diabolical work.
You do not get to tell me what you're worth. When you accepted what I offered you, the only thing you get to do is stand here and look stupid while I talk to you. I raised a family, helped build up this league. I already did a lot in life, so good job going viral, Jack. That's all your bitch ass got in life.
Again, solid round. Arguably the best round of the battle so far. Can Jack capitalize on the momentum? Or is it going to be a 30? Bottom of the third.
What's the boss at? Little smart ass. Living version of a Fit and Fresh podcast. Look, I know we're homies and all that, but fuck all that. Fuck you, fuck him, fuck Joe, fuck Biz, fuck anybody signing off for making me sign that dumbass contract.
Pleading the fifth on contracts with UBR in case that comes back to bite me later. Yeah, I mean, I understand the narrative, because we all had to sign contracts. I'm not going to disclose what was on said contracts, but yeah, we all had to sign contracts for the event. So, I understand the frustration. It's a little trippy.
Fuck anyone. Fuck, I guess.
Fuck you too,
So, like, how you think you know me is bothering. Read a couple of Facebook posts trying to expose my philosophies. Bro, you are stalking me. Thinking the shit I say online is weird. It's total hypocrisy. After this battle, I am owed an apology because I ain't taking shit from anyone who's real life homies with Oddity.
I remember there being some sort of controversy regarding Oddity in Vegas. Do I remember what happened? No. Am I going to act like I even remotely have a clue? Abso-fucking-lutely not. If someone wants to provide context, comment sections down there. You're more than welcome to do so. So I'm not going to say anything, but I think there's got to be some reasoning there behind the whole flip. I'm not sure what it is, though.
See, my lineage is something I can't set aside. But since you think you know me, let me tell my story so we can get both sides. See, my grandparents tried to make a conscious effort to get themselves out that ghetto strife. From Compton to Paramount, affected by apparent crime. They wanted a better life, so they escaped the hood and made the move to somewhere more gentrified, but you just out here selling white. That's why I can't respect your grind. I don't care how many times you were scared at night about your Elm Street ties. We all gotta grow up at some point. That's how I know you and I are on separate heights. On separate heights. You can't say you were never given a choice if you don't attempt to try. And that is why you need to chill and relax.
Maybe I disagree with the narrative a little bit of like, oh, it's all you had to do was try. You can't say that you're only dependent on... Sometimes it's a real product of the environment situation. Sometimes you just grow up in a place where the only way you can really survive or make money is a lifestyle that is not so clean or safe. Shit happens. Sometimes people don't get to make that choice.
You are always bitching about something, whining like my chick when she's mad, bleeding your heart out on paper. Ever since you picked up a pad, the way I talk, I've been gifted with gas. I can do an ignorant rap, give a political stance, script a fictional rant, or just spit you a fact. So you could be direct or not. I will pick you apart till you give up this act. You are all...
You can be direct or not, because I'm gonna pick you apart till you give up this act. Like, directors picking parts, casting directors picking a part for someone, giving up a performance, giving up the act. That's a fire flip.
Always whining over and over how you sit in a trap, lifting a gap, flipping a pep. But I can predict all your actions without crystal or glass. Tell your story of the...
I can predict all your actions without crystal or glass is crazy work, because it feels like a double. I can predict all your actions without the drug shit, or like a crystal ball, or like a glass ball. I thought crystal balls were strictly the one for predicting shit. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't fucking know.
Story that lives in your past, I can tell you have no future, this history class. So UBR! You already know that I'm with it. Don't believe me, see me on site with any eyewitness. If you thought whipping pots could handle what I'm dishing, I'm here to cook at home. It's my kitchen. I tell it like it is. I tell it like it is. I don't hide feelings. You just tell it what it is. You dry snitching. Oh, you're gonna lie on my image? I'm chilling on both sides of the fence. Hispanic and Irish is what I'm mixed with. Hispanic and Irish is what I'm mixed with.
Not again.
Hispanic and Irish is what I'm mixed with. You wanna lie on my image? I'm chilling on both sides of the fence. Hispanic and Irish is what I'm mixed with. See, growing up, I was too white for the brown pride and too brown for the white privilege. So all the hate I've seen, it's basically making me light-skinned. So you can criticize...
I mean, I enjoy the flip, but I do feel it's kind of surface level-y.
My pigment, but I got more skin in the game than white women in the red light district.
I don't catch that one, honestly.
You gonna go stupid? Retard. Act dummy with me? Be smart. Any bars Benny's got? You don't need to think hard. My simplest written's overheads. I don't need to reach far. So spit all that half-white trash. You sounded like D-Boss saying neighbor with a hard ER. Questioning my Mexican side? Questioning my Mexican side? You fucking goof. What you gonna do? Pull my green card?
That's funny. Like the whole trying to discredit the Mexican side. What are you gonna do? Pull my green card? That's funny, but I don't feel like it. It doesn't feel like enough right now.
Look, I say a lot of shit that I could get canceled from. Racism, sexism, plain ignorance. Start watching my past battles, starts adding up. I just like having fun, making jokes about tragic stuff, because that's where the laughter comes. And they're all laughing because that's the stuff that people actually love. We are the most disrespectful league in the world, Benny. We're also the most understanding one. So even you should know, by now at UBR, we listen and we judge.
That's a fact. We listen and we judge, because that stupid-ass TikTok trend, we listen and we don't judge, or whatever the fuck it was, but here we listen and we judge. That's a nice little flip on the slogan. That's cool.
That's why I'm That's why I'm looking at you and I'm thinking, you are mad short. This is the only reason you are mad for. You don't like it? Chalk it up to the game. Don't be a bad sport. Usually battle rap in Albuquerque is where the disrespect gets crowdsourced. So need I rant more? We're all unapologetic, body-shaming racists. That's what UBR stands for. But with that,
The flip Universal Battle Realm unapologetic body shamers. That's a funny flip of the league.
but take my cue, because I know your butt hurt. It's Jack with a Q. You ain't no other.
Benny Loke 3-0. And Benny Loke's been promoting the fact that it's been a clear 30. I would just like to say for the narrative, and Benny, I hope you take no personal offense to this. This is my genuine and humble opinion. I have 30'd a lot of fucking people in my career, Benny. So have you. You've 30'd a lot of people. But when it's a 30 like this is not a 30 I would brag about. Sure, I get Jack's stature. But this would be like me bodying B Magic if he choked for 3 rounds straight. That'd be like me bodying a mid-tier, top-tier name and they just choked or stumbled and brought lazy bars for 3 rounds straight. This isn't a real 30, in my humble opinion. It is a 30 because Benny's material was way better than Jack's, but that's about as far as the connection goes. Overall, honestly not super impressed with this battle. I wish they both did better. So next week, aka Sunday, because I'm going to try to do a double upload this week for the fact that I've missed a couple of weeks here and there, I'm going to be breaking down Jay Flowers versus Halo from Settle the Scores last event, because I promised I'd break it down for both of them. After that, I'm going to catch back up into the request list. If you want to make more requests, you can leave them in my comments section down below, or you can go to my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Agame Reviews. Leave me those suggestions there. Like, share, comment, subscribe. It really helps boost me in the algorithm, and I would sincerely appreciate it. This has been Agame Reviews, and as always,